Hello everyone, welcome to my sewing room. I'm Kim, and in this video today, which is filmed on Boxing Day, I thought it was only fair that I followed up very quickly with another video showing you some of those things that I showed you in yesterday's video, even though it was filmed a while back, that I have now completed. And one of them I've got on, this is the B6747, and it is my my palette cleansing shirt. So when I make anything that's involved, like the biker jacket that I took you through, that was over 8 videos and it was quite a lengthy, involved make. Sometimes it's really nice to just make something that always works. And this shirt is my go-to. I've got quite a few of these in my wardrobe, and I had this really unusual, wacky fabric that I showed you in yesterday's video that has sardines on. So you can see the sardines, well, they're upside down. You can see the sardines, and it's a really nice fabric, a bit unusual, and from a distance it just looks like, you know, pastel colours. But once you get up close, you can see the sardine tints, which I really quite like. I like the sort of unusual. And this fabric I bought from Catkins and Scraps, and I love their website. And I have got lots of other pieces of fabric from them, which I'm itching to use. So I know that I will use those quite soon, because I haven't seen some of the fabrics that I've bought anywhere else, and I quite like that. I like to sort of do something a little bit different from the crowd. So I'll stand up and just quickly show you this shirt. You've seen it like 100 times before, but it is just a lovely shirt. And because it's Boxing Day, it's more relaxed. My son and his girlfriend will be coming later, much later this afternoon, and we just generally have a more relaxed day. It's sort of picky bits of food, potato salad, cold meats, all that sort of thing. So it's not so manic. So we will have an afternoon of eating and playing games, and yet again quite excited. So I thought I'd go through some of the other things that I have also finished. So first of all, my shirt. So she's a really simple shirt. She has a collar stand, 2 front panels, no bust dart at all, 1 piece back piece, and 2 sleeves with very simple cuff. Really standard shirt. So she's quite a nice palette cleanser for me, because I can just get her sewn up really quickly, because the pattern has been traced off. I know it fits really well. So this is one of these instances where, after a really involved make like the biker jacket, I can just literally cut this fabric out and sew. So I sewed her up in like over 2 days, so she has finished. So I thought I would wear her today on Boxing Day. So I'm back in my usual uniform of shirt and trousers. Whereas yesterday I actually wore retail, and I don't normally wear retail because a good 95% of my wardrobe is homemade, handmade. But I wanted to wear my little Dior brooch that I made earlier in the year, and I had plans of making a little black dress so that I could pin this on. I haven't done that yet, so that's something on my makes list for 2026. But she looked really beautiful, and she stands out so well on a black dress. So this is my little Dior brooch that I made with just hand stitching all of these beads and diamantes onto little felt pieces, and then brought them all together and put a brooch pin on the back. So she's quite an involved make, and you know me, I do like my hand sewing, I do like slow makes, and she was just fun. She was something a little bit different, so she just sat literally on top of my black dress. But now I've worn her, I really want to make a little black dress, so I've got that also on this this ever growing list of things that I want to make. But I'm coming back now to all the things that I've finished in the last week or two. So yesterday I also mentioned the Nightingale zipper case, and I got her finished, and she's a real sweetie. She is here. She is adorable. She's a bit smaller than I thought she would be, but even so, she does pack a lot of storage space. So she has this built-in tie with the slider on the front. So I just undo her. And I think on something like this, I don't know whether I would use it again because it's quite time consuming opening her up. I think I would rather use a popper or just maybe a little bit of Velcro, something that's really quick so you can just open her up really quickly. And inside, this is what she looks like. So she has lots of vinyl pockets, slip pockets, a pouch, and more vinyl pockets on this side. So I've opened up all of the pockets so I can just quickly show you them. So you have this vinyl pocket here, which you can just obviously slip your hand in. You have two slip pockets here. So there's one here and one here with another vinyl pocket on the top. Then you have this little box pouch here with the beautiful pink lining in the internal bit. Then you have some more pockets here. Now this one's been stitched down fully, and they are just two little vinyl pockets, two small vinyl pockets on the side. And then all together, once it's all full up, you just literally fold it into its little housing, and then you would do up the slider. So she's beautiful. The fabric, I thought I'd bought it from Oh So Hot, but it was from Frumble Fabrics, and I just really love this beautiful pink teal fabric and matched it with the pink lining that I used, and all the binding was this lovely cream and star fabric, and fabric has been quilted, so I used the hot vibrant pink thread that I bought from Minions of Fabric to finish it all off, and she has been a dream. And the pattern I think was £6. It's a US pattern, so once it converted it was about £6, and the company, I can't remember who the company were that released the pattern, but I will put it in the description, and they have a few videos which take you through each process. But the written instructions, I didn't actually use videos, I went through the written instructions, and they were very good. I really just took my time reading through each section and just worked my way through that. I didn't have any problems understanding the written instructions at all, and it's come together beautifully. So I have somebody in mind to give this to, so that will be going off to them very shortly. So that's my little Nightingale zipper case. So I thought I would show you one of the things I got for Christmas, which is sewing related. I'm so excited because in our family, we're all grown adults now, so we don't really spend a lot of money on presents. So we each have a budget, and it's not a great deal. So what I did say to everybody is there's one thing I want. I don't want anything else. There's one thing. So they all pulled together and they bought me an iron. I bought, well, they bought this Aliso, I think it's called. It's the Tula Pink version. It has little fishes on the front, and actually on the sole plate it says, "Please don't feed the fish." And it's one of these irons, you know, that you put down, and then once you finish it sort of raises itself up, and I just love it. I mean, I love it because the colour itself is just pink. I mean, who couldn't love a pink iron? But I have wanted one of these for a long time, but they are obviously quite expensive and well outside of my budget. But because the kids and my husband pulled the money together, I got one. I got one for Christmas, so I am so excited. So I thought I'd show you that before I start filling it up with water and playing with it. So I'm just so pleased. So oh, I can't wait to have a go. So what else have I been up to? Well, I haven't really been thinking a lot about what I want to make going forward. Obviously, there's always things bubbling around in my head. But when I was going through my wardrobe on Christmas Eve to find something to wear for Christmas Day, I did think I really want to maybe go through all of the things that I made this year, because altogether it works out at about 46 things that I've made this year, which is a lot less than the previous year. 'Cause I think the previous year I made 62. And this year, because I'd set myself a few goals of slowing down, just taking my time to get a better fit, and also use my, really cut into my fabric stash. Because at the beginning of the year, I think I had like 112 pieces of fabric. And the end of the year, I'm down to about, I think when I looked the other day, I'm down to about 86. So I have made a significant dent in my fabric. It still doesn't stop me buying fabric. I still buy fabric. Fabric's always coming into my sewing room, but definitely not as much as it used to. I used to go crazy at this time of the year for the Sherwood's sale, because they do a 50% sale at Christmas. And I used to spend a lot of money on that sale, but I've just steered clear of it because I do have some beautiful fabric, and I just have to really shop my own fabric because there's plenty there that I can use. So I know that I want to make the peony dress, and that uses quite a lot of meterage. So I might need to buy something to make that dress up, but I haven't got to that stage yet. I will go through what I've already got. So obviously I'm still thinking about things I want to make, but I thought over the next couple of days what I might do, or the next couple of videos, I might just go through all of the things that I have made and share with you those, and also what I've learnt this year in this year's sewing. So I'll save that for the next video. So I hope you've enjoyed the content of this one, and I hope you're still having a lovely Christmas break. And even if you don't celebrate Christmas, I hope you're just enjoying time out and relaxing. I myself are going to go off and play with my iron. So I will see you all very soon. Take care. Bye.